You're a bum. And you're nuts. And you broke my heart even though I loved you, and I hold you strictly responsible. No matter how you squirm under the light. Listen, I don't care. You treat me like shit. You rob your mother. You pork my sister. I don't care. Just so long as you would finally cop to being the prick who did all that stuff. But this standing above, like it happened, and ain't that a shame, but I don't act that way. It must have been somebody else. Mr. Crazy, Mr. Compulsed, Mr. Explanation, Mr. Nobody's Home. That line of shit drives me totally insane. In which condition I may cut your throat. But if I do, I did it. Just exactly me. I miss you. I am so lonely for you. I wish you would wake up. I wish you would kiss me when you're awake. That's how amateurs bowl. Amateurs think this is a game. They do not understand the stakes. You've got to be ruthless and you've got to be clever. Otherwise, you're going to thin hit that one pin and leave yourself with a Heinz 57 or a Woolsworth 5 and dime, or you're going to nose hit that pin and be left with telephone poles. You want to sneak up on those pins and then powerhouse them into that pit. You gotta roll a ball that has a mission. Lois, there is nothing more ruthless and clever than death. So think of your ball as death. When you swing your arm back, you're holding a power in your hand. And when you release that ball, you're releasing a power that will change the way that everything has been so carefully and perfectly arranged. Shatter it time and time again. Death, Lois. Is that clear?
How can a girl who's from someplace north of nowhere be a princess? What in the world would make you think that I was qualified for playing the part? I'm from Roscommon, where the major entertainment is to sit outside a pub and watch a fly on dog shit. I'm not joking. They have their football and their Bible, and they don't believe in art. Here stands a shop girl who puts prices on the produce, not a princess. My royal palace is the back room of a boarding house, brick wall for a view. I don't pretend to be a thing but plain and common. When you're brought up in Roscommon, what's the use pretending? I leave the fairy tale endings to the people such as you. They don't raise dreamers in Roscommon, only onions and potatoes. You can only talk about potatoes so long. No one else could ever see what you seem to see in me. Well, possibly Roscommon was wrong. I don't suppose I'll ever have another chance to play a princess. And here in Dublin it appears that the prevailing minds are not quite so small. I swore I wouldn't spend my life back in Roscommon. I'd be someone going someplace they would never dream of. The only dreamer that Roscommon will be able to recall seems like Roscommon raised a princess after all.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant, and yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you. And even for that, do I love you the more? I am your spaniel. And Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me, but as your spaniel. Spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me, only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What worser place can I beg in your love? And yet a place of high respect with me, than to be used as you use your dog.